Okay, so we just had a discussion in our homeschool class. Don't mind my handwriting. But in addition to the academics, I like to give them a lot of life lessons. And we're talking about mistakes and goals and giving up. And, we quoted Henry Ford, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Okay, and we talked about how mistakes are not a bad thing unless you keep making the same mistake over and over and over again with no change, which is also the definition of insanity, expecting a different result. So I kind of made this little illustration for them on our board, and I'll kind of explain what we're talking about. We start here, and you know where you're going. You got on GPS, you figured out exactly where you needed to go. Okay, you know the road leads to your goal. But as you start driving, you're going and you realize that there's a roadblock that your GPS didn't account for, it didn't let you know. But now you're sitting here and you have a decision to make. Do you stop? If you do nothing, nothing happens. Are you going to turn around and go back to start because you're upset? It didn't work out. You had a roadblock, something was in your way. And they said you don't give up. So, that's something that you couldn't control. That was out of your control. They decided to keep going, just take an alternate route. But as we go, we realized that we made a mistake and we forgot to fill up the gas tank before we started on our journey. So that was a mistake we made. And at that point, again, do we give up? Do we down ourselves and say, oh, I'm never going to make it. I can't believe I did that. I'm so stupid. I didn't put gas in the car. I'm not going to be able to reach my goal. Are we going to have that mindset? Because whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So they said you don't give up. So we decided we were going to call AAA and we were going to get gas, okay? And to make it to the gas station. And so we continued on with our journey. We decided not to turn back again, even though we made a mistake, okay? So we decided to keep going. We made a detour and, we're back on the road to success or to our goal because we know no matter what we encounter from start to goal, this is where we're going. And we may encounter roadblocks. We may encounter many, many roadblocks. We may make mistakes that was in our control or things that may not have been in our control, but we keep going. Okay. So it all depends on your mind, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't. You're absolutely right. So that was kind of our short lesson. I kind of, like to stop in the middle of some of our lessons or before our lessons or what have you, and just kind of talk about those kind of things. I think instilling all these things are far more important than just reading, writing, math, science, social studies. So that's it. There you go.